Today we're going to be talking about using a bullet journal to organize your life, your goals, your calendar. The bullet journal method is the title of the book, and it was written by writer Harold as a way to organize his life, his goals, his calendar. This bullet journal method has been very beneficial in my life, so I'm going to be sharing some of the ways it has helped me and how I do it. I'm also going to suggest some ways in which you can incorporate it in your own life and how it can be of great benefit to you. So let's get started. This is a Moleskine Bullet Journal. It's very small and practical. It's called a pocket size and I really like it. On the first page we're going to put our keys, but the most common ones and the ones that come in the original book are note. For the note you can put a dot. For the task we use a little square. If you fill it completely, it means the task has been completed. You can also just cross it or use the crossing line for cancelling. If you fill it a little bit, it means that you finish it partially, that you finish a part of that task. The next square has a little arrow, and this means that we are going to migrate tasks or any activities, events, wherever. You can migrate them, and this is principal part of the method of the bullet journal, that you can send a task that you didn't do today into the future, that you can send it to the next week or the next month or in a future month if you want to schedule it on your calendar or you want to put it in a specific month in the future. You can always send a task into the future and you can cross it from your current list, or you can put this symbol that is like an arrow to the future. These are some of the main ones that are suggested in its traditional method in the book. I added some more that I discovered that other people use that I thought could be useful for me. Other thing that you can do in your key page is to use color markers for different topics. For example, you can use a color for urgent things. You can use another color for work-related topics or family. It all depends on the topics that you want to work with. On the next page, after your key, you're going to put the index. You can number your pages and you can find them easily on your index. Write the page name or topic and put a little number to know in which page you can find it. On this notebook from Moleskine, we can see that the ink trespasses very much to the next page. I would recommend using a journal with a little bit thicker pages. This is very small journal. I haven't seen it in other brands, but you have to search which one is the one that better adapts to your needs. The daily log page corresponds to your daily tasks or anything that arises in your mind. You can make a daily log page for each day, and if you have an idea, project, an event, anything, you can just put it in this page so that you are not thinking obsessively in your mind about it. On this page, you're going to put a list of notes, tasks, events, things that you know you want to do, but you don't know when. If you already know when you want to do it, specifically which date or day or month you want to do it, you can put it in other of the pages we're going to see. You can also use for your titles calligraphy that you like. I like to use brush lettering. I like using different typographies, but it's not necessary that you use a special kind of letter. You can decorate your journal as other people do, but the idea is that you don't get intimidated by how other people decorate their journals. They make sometimes beautiful artworks and they publish this. The important thing is that it's useful for you and it's practical. You can implement some decorations to make it look nice, but don't overdo it. It's easy to do a simple title, and then for example here I'm doing a weekly spread where you can put the days of the week and you leave a space to write your tasks, events, anything you want to locate on your weekly planner. Here the advantage on the dotted notebooks is that they don't give you a fixed pre-made design. You can create your own design according to your needs. For example, here I put from Monday to Friday and columns, which are the days in which I have more work, and on the bottom I left a horizontal part for the weekend, which is when I rest, I do retreat, meditate, and I don't have so much activities to plan. This is a way to organize your spread, your weekly planner. There are many others, and you can find very cool ideas on Pinterest and other social platforms. Another thing you can do is to use a color to underline your titles. Another spread I like, in which you can create your weekly goals. And this page can be different from your weekly tasks and job-related things. On this one, we use a horizontal format, and you can put here goals that you have on this week and that help you keep motivated. Another of the formats that I really like using and that comes in the original method is the habit track. For example, on this bullet journal, I can fit all the days of the month. So you can make a spread for each month. You put all the numbers from the 1 to the 30th or 31st, and then you make a column to put all the activities that you want to track. Then you can use different color circles or fill squares for tracking your habits. Many people don't know this system very well, and they just make spreads and lists of tasks, but one thing that is very important from this method is to do this page, which is the monthly log. The method is what helps you get organized. This page is one of the most important because in the same way we did a daily log, and these daily tasks you can organize in your weekly planners, you can also send them to your monthly log. The idea is not to do too much migration and that the method is not too difficult, but that you keep moving your tasks into the future. So on this page we are going to put things you have to do on this month, your goals for this month, and things you need to move to the next month. That you know you want to do them but not on this month. You know you want to delegate them to the next month. Before seeing a process of migration, we are going to see another page that is very important. That is the future log. The recommendation here is to put 3 or 4 months into the future, from now into the future, on which you're going to be migrating things that didn't fit in the monthly page, because you're not going to do them on this month. You're going to do them on the next month or in 2 months in the future. So you're going to be migrating them so that when you do the pages of these months, you can consult this page and know that there are things already scheduled for that particular month. So this is part of the system. Depending on the kind of notebook and the size, how many months you can fit. Here we can fit perfectly well 4 squares from April to July. For example, this month is March, and if there's something on our monthly log that I'm not going to do on this month, I can put it on another month in this page. Let's do this example of how to do the migration. First thing you're going to do is you're going to go to your daily log page. Let's say you have a task here and you put the arrow of migration. Let's say it was in February and you say I'm going to do it on March. Or let's say you put it at the beginning of March and you know you want to do it in March. So you are going to migrate it to your monthly log of March because you know you want to do it on this month. But let's say you couldn't do it, you didn't have time to do it. So you can put the migration arrow on your monthly log and then move it, migrate it to your future log. And let's say you decide not to do it on March, but to do it on April. So you put the arrow of migration and then move it into April. So when you reach the month of April and you consult it, you will find this task already scheduled to be done in April. This method is what is really going to help you keep organized and not leave lost tasks in the past. Also, doing this migration will help you keep organized and focus on the things that are really meaningful, because you don't want to be rewriting things that are not important and you know you're not going to do them. So the system by itself helps you be more conscious, more aware of the things that are important, define your priorities, and be more present and mindful. Another of the things you can do is specific pages for specific topics. For example, you can make a page for books or topics you want to read. You can also have lists of things, for example, that you want to buy, and because these lists are constantly changing, you can, for example, use post-its and you can stick them on one page. When you fill them and you're going to go for shopping, just remove the sticker, you remove the post-it and take it with you. For example, I put art supplies here. There are things I buy for my work and my shopping list for the supermarket. Decorating your journal is also a way to keep it nice and cute, but the idea is not that it becomes something so complex and it takes lots of time. For example, I like to do a little detail, a little illustration on some pages, not on each one. You can also put some kind of label to frame your titles. You can use seals, put some little details, little drawings on the empty spaces to decorate. You can also use washi tape that has many functions apart from decoration. It also helps you to cover errors. For example, here the ink of the previous page was passing through, so you can put a little piece of washi tape. I like this Moleskine because it has this space envelope at the end, which you can use to put some stickers, bookmarkers, different things you can use on your journal. You can also use color markers for your titles. This little Moleskine journal is an A6 format. It has the disadvantage that the sheets are very thin, but it's very small and it's very practical too. You can put it on any purse. It's not heavy at all, and you can bring it with you anywhere you go. That's an advantage because when you're in a cafe or in those moments on the restaurant before your food is being served, you can keep working on your journal, add tasks, add details, work on your migration of tasks, and it's a way to keep your journal active and organized. I hope these recommendations have been helpful for you. If you have a question, please leave it on the comments. I would love to know if this method is useful for you and it has been bringing any benefits for you. See you soon.